And
So this is going to be for a variety of pea that I love growing. It's called Kelvedon Wonder. Now there's a dwarf variety of pea, so it'll grow to about 45, 60 centimetres, so you're talking about, yeah, we're talking about the height of this really, and no taller. That's why they're brilliant for containers. So I have made a wee wigwam here for them to grow up. Unlike the dwarf French beans that don't need to have this, the peas have little tendrils and they need to hook on to something to pull themselves up. So that's why we have a wee bit of the gardening string tied round the canes. Now for a pot this small, I would say 6 peas would be enough really to get it going. So I'm going to put them in. I'll show you what they look like. That's the dried peas there. So we're going to put in about 6 into this. So what I'll do is go down about, recommend about 5 centimetres and about 10 centimetres apart. So I'm just going to work my way around and put in about 6 peas into this. And within about 7 to 14 days they should be coming up. And you just cover the holes over with the compost and just firm gently with your hand, and then I'll give that a really good soak. Now the most important thing about when you're growing anything in containers is that you must make sure that you keep watering, because they're totally relying on you. And then you just pick the pods and you should get a few crops out of this little pot here. It's a great way, if you have no room, this is a great way to grow your peas, the dwarf variety. And I'm just going to do the same with this one. So again, you just take your canes, I have it filled with just multi-purpose compost, and take your 3 canes and just push them in. It doesn't matter if they're different heights, because the peas will actually find their way up. Just make sure it's firmed in. And what you're going to use is your garden string to tie the 3 together at the top, like so. Up and same other way. And that just firms it up a wee bit, and tie it. And then we're going to go round each cane with the string like we've done on this one. So normally what I do is tie it round one of the canes first, and tie a knot in that, and put it down pretty close to the compost, because when the pea comes up, if you have something down close to the pea coming up, it means then they get something to grab onto pretty early on and help them get up. Because it's the same problem with anything you're putting in. The slugs see the leaves and just think this is handy, we'll come in here and eat them. So if you can keep the leaves off the soil, off the compost, then that's all the better. You'll not get as much problems. But you should come out and check things, for, the pots regularly for slugs, snails, things like that. Some people put a bit of Vaseline around the top of the pots, so it stops the slugs from getting a grip and then they fall off. You can try putting some coffee grounds, which is what I tend to do quite a lot, even around the vegetable beds here as well, is just take the coffee grounds and put them around the pots inside, and the slugs don't seem to like them very much, because I've even seen with my celeriac down on the bed there, in the vegetable bed, you could see where the slug had actually travelled around and not bothered coming in to eat the celeriac. So it's worth having a go. Definitely do not be buying any slug pellets. They are an absolute disaster to our wildlife, especially our little hedgehogs. So do not under any circumstances buy slug pellets. There are organic ones you can get, that's not a problem. Or there is a thing called a nematode, which is another organic way of dealing with slugs. It's worth checking that out as well. So once we've finished this, we'll tie it up. It doesn't have to be fancy, it doesn't have to be overly tidy. And just do it like that. This also is for sweet pea as well, works exactly the same way. So okay, we're going to just firm that down a wee bit, make sure they don't fall over. Now with our low canes, it's important to make sure you put something on the top to stop them poking your eye out. These are little cane toppers. If you don't have them, you could also use a little small plant pot and put it on top, or a ping pong ball, or even a half-eaten tennis ball, which we seem to have plenty of around here because the dogs eat them. So again, we're going to take 6 and put them in, just down about 5 centimetres, thereabouts, and about 10 centimetres apart. That one doesn't look too good, so I'm going to put a second one on that. And once we have them in, we're going to cover them up and then firm it in. And then I'm going to give them a really good soak and put them somewhere where it's nice and sunny and sheltered, and they will grow quite happily. Hope you enjoyed that.